Hello guys, welcome. Today I am just going to be drafting a basic bodice pattern, easy steps for beginners to learn, and I'm not going to be adding any seam allowances, just the block patterns, because it's a block pattern, but block patterns don't need seam allowances. You would add that when you're cutting it on another pattern before cutting it on your fabric. Depends on how many inches you choose to leave for your seam allowances. Okay guys, so let's dive into it. But before that, let me share the materials you will need. You need a measuring tape, a marker, a ruler, arm curve or hip curve, depends on what you have. And basically that's it. At some point you need pins when you're about to pin it to your fabric and all of that. Definitely you need a scissors. So guys, let's dive into this. So guys, we're going to be starting with the vertical measurements. My shoulder to bust point is 11.5, then my shoulder to my waist is 17, then my shoulder to my hip. Essentially, you're going to take shoulder to breast point, then from breast point you count 6 inches to your waist, and from your waist you count 8 inches to your hip. Anyway, here I'm going to be taking my horizontal measurement, so that is going to be the arc measurement. The arc measurement is derived when you divide your bust measurement by 4. Then you get the arc measurement of your bust, and then you do the same thing by 4 for your waist and the same thing for your hip by 4. So here I'm going to be taking out the lines to make it visible for us to be able to cut. And I'm going to take out my waistline. That the first line was my bust line, then my waistline. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry guys, you can't see the full block pattern on this, but I promised the next one I would make sure everything shows. Bear with me. So here I'm just joining my blocks together, my bust point to my waist and my waist to my hip point. Apologies again that you can't see the full block. So over here I'm trying to get our neck measurement, which is 3 inches in, and the depth is also 3 inches, and my shoulder measurement is 7.5. so I'm going to take 3 inches and then I'm going to add 5.5 inches to that measurement. Then I'm going to go down 1 inch from that shoulder measurement because our shoulder isn't straight, our shoulder is like slanted. Then I will connect that measurement to the neckline. Over here I'm taking the depth of the neck again because I made a mistake earlier. And then I'm going to connect that point to the other point. Also, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to straighten out the shoulder line and get my armhole measurement. So my armhole measurement, don't forget that it's 1 inches that you're going to take from the shoulder to get the slant, right? So here I'm trying to get my armhole measurement. To get your armhole measurement, you're going to divide your bust point by 6. And once you get that bust point measurement, you divide that into half and get the middle of that half, and also you go in by 5 cm into the arm for you to get that curve, because your arm is not meant to be straight. You have to get a curve to get it in. Then here I am connecting my I'm drawing a line from my upper bust. And that line, you get it when you get your measurement of your armhole. So here I'm taking my arm curve to bring out the line for my armhole, because like I said earlier, the lines are not meant to be straight, it's meant to curve in, and that's the essence of adding the 5 cm in that place. I'm also adding like a mark to be able to separate the front arm to the back, because we're going to use the same pattern to get the back measurement. So here I'm just writing out the different points of my measurement, my bust point, my bust, my waist, and my hip. I'm really sorry again that you can't see the hip part yet, and I'm connecting these lines to each other. So over here, I'm going to get my bust span measurement. My bust span is 8 inches and half of that is 4 inches. So I'm going to get that on my hip, my bust, and I'm going to, in order for me to create darts, for me to get the dart, I'll have to measure the bust span into half. So here I'm going to go down by 1 inch, because your dart is not meant to go on exactly on your breast point, you see what I mean? So it's meant to stop under. So I'm going to leave 1 inch down, and then also by the hip I'm going to leave 2 inches above where I'm going to start my dart from. So on the waistline, I'm going to take out 5 cm on each side, and then I'll connect the 5 cm to that point I got earlier for the under bust, and also I'm going to connect that to the hip point. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So now we have gotten our darts on our front block piece, and for us to get the right here, I'm trying to get the back measurement for the back block. So for the back block, you just take out 1 inch out of the neck, and that makes it easier. So when cutting it, there's not much you need to do. The back and the front are very similar, they are the same, just a little bit of difference here and there. For example, like the neck of the back is 1 inch deeper and the front is 3 inches deeper. Don't forget that, right? And you connect that 1 inch to the original 3-inch width of your neck. And over here, I'm trying to get my back arm cut. So my back armhole, I'm just going to put my arm curve and create that line. It is very easy, guys, as you can see. So for the back block pattern, like I said, all you need to do is just double your paper, like put another paper underneath that one, and there you can go ahead cutting. So you just have, like here, you see, it's very simple. So you put it together, make sure it's equal, make sure you have, like, you staple it before you start cutting and all. Then you also make sure that you cut out the neck part of the back, the arm. You can see where I'm getting the arm out, that line I created that with the arm curve. Yes, so now we have our back piece. So in order to differentiate our back piece, and I'm going to cut out the neck for the front, make it deeper, and I'm going to cut out the arm because the arm isn't meant to be, okay, before I did that anyway. Sorry guys. So I'm going to just make sure my measurement is correct. Then I'm going to draw out the block lines on the back just to create our dart. I want to show you the difference between the front dart and the back dart. So here I'm doing the same thing, getting my bust point, getting my under bust, getting my waist, getting my hip. Exactly what I did with the front block piece, right? So to get the dart, I'm going to do the same thing. Take 1 inch by the waist out, so that's 5 cm, 5 cm. Over here, I'm cutting out the arm that I had forgotten to cut earlier, like I had mentioned I was cutting, but then I jumped. Anyway, so back at it, guys. We're going to get our our bust span measurement, which is 4 inches again, and we're going to go up by 1 inch this time. The back is by 1 inch higher than the upper bust. Okay, so you go in by 1, and the same for the bottom is 2 inches deep for you to get your darts. So make sure you connect the darts and make sure you write out each block pattern correctly so you don't mix them up. And here you go, very easy, guys. My next video, I'll make sure I will make no mistakes. This is just the first time I'm doing a video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.